Hi guys, it's me, Julia. I'm back again with another kiln opening. I debated whether I was going to record this one because I know that a couple of pieces in there went in with damage. A large platter had some cracking. Sometimes the glaze can seep into the cracking and heal it. Other times it expands the cracking. But I wanted to be honest and show you the good and the bad because it's how we learn. And I know that the platter itself was my own fault. I left it too long on the mold. And I know not to do that, but I did. So I just want to kind of show you what I have made. We'll see how it is. I have opened the lid, so that's how I know it's not great. But anyway, here we go. Right. Okay, so the platter is on the top because it's the only place it can fit. It's as big as the shelf and I can't fit any props in. So I think that was kind of part of the problem. It didn't turn out very well in colour either. So this is my platter. It's supposed to be ancient copper, which is supposed to be a copper colour, and textured turquoise, which self-explanatory is meant to have some turquoise in it. It's now coffee cream. However, I don't know if you can see, where's the cracking? Yes, like a little bit of it seeped in, but you can see the little crack there, and there's some more cracking around the edge. But yeah, that's not even the colour that it was meant to be. So it's a lovely form and I love the flower pattern in the middle. I might kintsugi the cracks and keep it as a coffee and cream. Not that it goes with anything that I've got, but I'm debating whether to fire it again, put some more ancient copper on. It can be one of a couple of things. The ancient copper, I might not have put enough on. It is quite a large area. The other issue could have been that it was too high up in the kiln and there wasn't enough air circulation. My other copper pieces have come out perfect. They've been in the same temperature and I thought the same amount of layer of glaze, but they had a lot more air circulation. So I do think that this one is like this because of the air circulation, because it was kind of trapped in the top of the kiln. Above the last, well actually no, it did have one heat turn element, but you know, it is what it is. I haven't decided what to do with that piece yet. So that was all there was on that shelf. Next one. Okay, I have a couple of plates that I have been hanging around for ages. I haven't been able to fit them in the kiln. They're not my best forms, so I thought I would just glaze them and get them out of the way. So this one had a pattern on, and I did this with a cobalt wash. So it's just a little kind of what I call a cookie plate. That's just one layer of cobalt on the back. It's nothing spectacular. And this one, I wanted to see what oatmeal on its own would be like. And I also put a little bit of cobalt into this flower detail. But for some reason, and it must have been that as I was brushing over the top, the brush must have picked up some of the cobalt wash and brushed it into the oatmeal. So the oatmeal, on my test tile, it had little speckles in it, but it hasn't come out like that. It just looks a little bit dirty. So that's that one. Right, next. Okay, this one is a cute one. This is a teeny little heart for Jacob, and it says, my son, and it says, "You are my everything." And it's thrown to hang up in his room because he's kind of sweet like that. He likes cutesy things. So that was for him. Okay. Here are some little pendants that I've been experimenting with. Just little scraps of clay that I thought I would see what I could do. And I glazed the front. It's like a little beveled half moon. Glazed the front, and I put a little hidden thing in each of the kind of back sides. So that one's a heart, and I just put a wash in the back because if it runs it's not too bad for sticking. So that's just a little one there. Cobalt with a little hidden flower, and I think that's cobalt wash inside. It's not that much different, I think, to the actual cobalt glaze. It's cute. And I did saturation gold. Not very gold, but it does look metallic-y in natural light. That one has the little heart on the back, and this is rutile wash on the back there. Another saturation gold one with the heart, and magnesium, not magnesium, manganese. Sorry. And a little heart, sorry, a little rose. Another saturation gold with a fleur de lis and the rutile wash, and cobalt one with cobalt inside for the cobalt wash, and a little saturation gold fleur de lis inside there. So just little playful things. And then the last thing on this shelf is a new thing that I was trying. I've now made a few. They're at my community kiln. This is a little incense cone holder, kind of like a little moon with a little face. You put the little incense cone inside and light it, put the lid on, and in theory it should be blowing the smoke out of the mouth. So that's in a new glaze that I got, which is a matte glaze. As you can see, it's like snow shiny, and it's called Winterwood by Mako. But I think that's actually quite moony kind of feel to it, I think. And it's glazed inside, except for the little rim where it was sitting on its own on the shelf. Cute. I like those. I'm doing them in a few different colours. Let's take all these off the shelf. Okay, next shelf. Alright, so I was doing like a plaque for either my living room or my workspace, which was a home sweet home. So I did the home, 2 of those. Like that is in Blue Lagoon by Amako. It's a Potter's Choice. I managed to get them really nice and straight. It hasn't gone very well on the edges, but it's fine, nobody's looking at the edges. This suite I'm not very happy with. I'll do a different one. That's the suite, but again I did the wash, cobalt wash in the middle, and the oatmeal has picked up the cobalt wash and made it dirty, so not happy with that. So if I was to use the cobalt wash again, I think I'd put a layer of clear over the top before I put any other colour on top of that, because yeah, it kind of looks vintage or dirty or whatever you want to call it, but that's that. So I'll do a different one for the middle, but I'm really pleased with those. They look nice. You could even just have home, couldn't you? Okay, that's that shelf as well now. So yay! Right, okay, there is a crack, but it's not that bad. This is a bowl that I made. In the shape of a sunflower. With a little textured centre for the sunflowers itself. But as you can see, there is a crack, but that's not too bad because this bowl has been through several wars. When I first made it, one of the petals fell off, so I put it back on, and as I put it back into a bowl to try to hold it together, it slipped down and it didn't sit straight. So I tried to repair that. It fell off again. And then 3 of its friends decided to fall off as well. So 4 petals fell off in total. And it started to sink when I put all of these little textured bits in. I've done that with slip. So I've done a little slip bottle and they're kind of little textured dots. So I had to put it back on a mould, which squashed all the slip. So then I had to do them again. So it has been through several operations, and I think just a little crack here is fab, because going outside, I'll just do a little kind of fix to this with some stoneware air dry clay just to seal it a little bit, and put a little bit of gold on for kintsugi, or try and match up the marigold colour. So it's Amaco marigold, 4 thick coats, and Amaco iron on the bottom here. So I'm quite pleased it's actually in one piece, because that was my goal, was to fix it and fix it and fix it until it actually survived the kiln. So that's that. Now I was supposed to have another coup in the kiln. However, she had an accident on the way into the bisque. I knocked her horn on the edge of the kiln and it fell off. And as I moved her to pick her up to see if I could fix it, all her hair, well, not all of her hair, but some of her hair snapped off. So yeah, that was funny. So she's in the process of having an operation at the moment. I've taken all of her hair off and saved the body, and I'm re-wetting the body, and I'm going to make new hair to see if I can actually save that piece, because it was supposed to be a really fab piece. So watch and see. I've also got some textiles in there, so I'll go through them quickly because that's probably not quite so exciting. Oh, actually, I also have these. So I have some indicator tiles for my 3 new glazes. So this is the winter wood by Mako, which was on the moon. This is blue hydrangea by Mako, and this is pink opal by Mako as well. So I've been doing some textiles with those on. I've also made these other little pendants, or whatever it is you want to do with them. They might just go in the whoopsies. It's gone under the thing. And they might just go in the garden on a chain, like a long string. This one is pink opal with the blue hydrangea. This one I think is cobalt with blue hydrangea. Kind of looks like galaxy actually. Anyway, and that one's blue hydrangea as well. The other one, I can't remember what that was, it's gone. I'm not going to find it. Right, here's some textiles. Let's have a look. Oh gosh, there's some weird and wonderful colours. Okay. Let's see if we can just find the really good ones maybe. So that one was winter wood with a little bit of flux. Flux helps the glaze to move, but I obviously haven't put enough on because that's just not really moved at all. This one is pink opal with winter wood over, and I'm not sure if I put a little bit of flux on that one. I did, a little band of flux to help it move, but it's kind of shifted all of the winter wood down. So maybe try again with that one. Ooh. Right, okay, 19. Cobalt wash on the texture, wiped back with a pink opal on top. Again, it's kind of picked up that cobalt wash, so I'm going to really have to watch that cobalt wash. And that one is the winter wood, and it has Amaco oatmeal halfway down, like this top half. And all it's really done is just made the crystals smaller and kind of bumpy. So I don't think it's really done much on there. So maybe it just needs more. It's hard to get a lot of layers on these little tiles. Okay, what's this one? Number 18. Pink opal with cosmic tea dust. That would be that one. That's quite funky. That actually has glitter in it. You can maybe see it a bit there on the light. So pink opal cosmic tea dust and lime shower with oatmeal on the top. Again, the oatmeal's not done much. The oatmeal is supposed to be a bit like a flux to help it move, but it hasn't really done much on that one. Yeah, we'll go on up with that one. What's this one? Mulberry and cobalt with blue hydrangea. So mulberry with blue hydrangea, Amaco mulberry, Mako blue hydrangea, and cobalt with blue hydrangea. That one's nice because it really just gives a nice background to that one. The crystal ones are lovely, but it's about getting the crystals in the right places because the crystals kind of burst with the heat. Okay. One is Galaxy under cosmic tea dust. Ooh. So that's nice cheek to your dog. Galaxy lady under cosmic tea dust. That's what that is. Shh. And that one, blue midnight, blue hydrangea, and light flux. That's quite nice actually. It's bringing in some pinks. Sorry about my dog. I think there's somebody at my front door. 12. Pink opal and galaxy and a line of flux. And this one's sky with blue hydrangea and a line of flux. Again, you know what, it just doesn't seem to get thick enough on the Textiles. Oh, what's this one? 14. There. Pink opal with flux. That's flux under pink opal, so it hasn't really done a lot. And this one is flux under copper float. That's really changed that. And that flux was under, there was copper float all over the top, and it's obviously moved it all the way down. This one, pink opal with blue hydrangea, this one. That's nice. And pink opal with galaxy. Okay, and oh, that one's pretty. This is sky 3/4 with blue hydrangea on top, and on this one has got a lot of the little sparkles because blue hydrangea has these bursts of white, but also these little kind of gold sparkles in there as well. And the other one was 8, sorry. Galaxy, no, obsidian with blue hydrangea. So that's a darker background. You can see that's like a bluey, lilac-y blue. and that one's the black background, but still has the white bursts and the little gold sparkles in. So they're really nice. I like those. And I think that's about it. What's that one? Number 9. Galaxy all over with blue hydrangea. So that's a mix of the 2 different crystal glazes, and so there's different colour crystals in there. Galaxy and blue hydrangea, and swapping over blue hydrangea on the bottom, galaxy on the top. So that's got kind of a purpley background, and that's got a kind of a browny background, and they're the same 2 glazes just layered on top of each other. So galaxy over blue hydrangea and galaxy under blue hydrangea. So it does make a difference to which way you layer them. Some glazes like to be on the bottom, like Ancient Copper likes to stay on the piece itself. It doesn't like to be layered over something. It goes like poopy. Anyway, so my kiln is empty and I'm done for today. So I'd just like to say thank you for watching, and everybody says it, but if you press like, that would be really, really great. And